What's going on, guys? This is Science Love. Today we're going to be doing some word knowledge. We're going to be covering about 20 words, right? And so the format that we're going to be going over is we're going to be doing the word, the definition of it, the sentence, and the synonyms that you can use. Now, the reason why it's important to know the synonyms is because on the ASVAB test, there's going to be different variations of the words and the answers, right? So the more you know, the better you'll do. Once we do a full list of all the words, we're going to go back and just go over the word and the synonyms, right? What I encourage is for you to go back and just get those repetitions in so that you can prepare yourself as best as possible when it comes to the test. With that being the case, let's go ahead and get started. Oblige. To do something because it is a duty, order, responsibility, or expectation. Sentence. She did not want to go to the event, but felt obliged to support her friend. Synonyms. Help, assist, comply, acquiesce, accommodate, yield, depending on the tone. Obsess. Refers to excessive or persistent preoccupation with a thought or objective or person. Sentence. She tends to obsess over every small detail when planning events. Synonyms. Fixate, worry, fret, ruminate, overthink, engross. Obstinate. Stubbornly refusing to change one's opinion or chosen course of action despite attempts to persuade one to do so. Sentence. She remained obstinate, refusing to admit that she was wrong even after seeing the proof. Synonyms. Stubborn, headstrong, intransigent, unrelenting, pig-headed, informally, and fixed. Omen. A perceived sign or event believed to predict a future outcome. Sentence. The black cat crossing her path felt like a bad omen before the big interview. Synonyms. Sign, warning, signal, clue, portent, augury. Ostracize. To exclude someone from a group, society, or community, often in a deliberate or harsh way. Sentence. She felt ostracized at school after speaking out about unfair rules. Synonyms. Exclude, shun, boycott, reject, isolate, banish, alienate, blacklist, boycott. Ouster. Forcible or official removal of a person from a position of authority, command, or office. Sentence. The investigation led to the ouster of the battalion commander for failure to uphold command climate standards. Synonyms. Removal, dismissal, firing, displacement, expulsion. Overture. An introduction to something more substantial, a proposed or opening move. Sentence. The meeting was an overture to a full-scale trade agreement. Synonyms. Offer, proposal, approach, initiative, gesture, prelude. Paltry. Something that is small or insignificant, especially when something is unworthy, inadequate, or disappointing. Sentence. The unit's paltry budget made it nearly impossible to maintain operational readiness for the exercise. Synonyms. Meager, scant, trivial, negligent, poor, insignificant. Patronize. Treat with an apparent kindness that betrays a feeling of superiority. Sentence. She detested being patronized by her wealthy relatives. Synonyms. Condescend, humiliate, belittle, talk down to, demean. Perilous. Full of danger or risk, decisions where there is a high likelihood of harm, loss, or failure. Sentence. Climbing the icy mountain without proper gear was a perilous decision. Synonyms. Dangerous, risky, full of peril, menacing, precarious. Petrify. Cause someone to be so frightened or shocked that they are unable to move or act. Sentence. The horror movie was so intense it petrified the entire audience. Synonyms: terrify, frighten, scare, shock, transfix, stupefy. Phenomenon: an observant event, occurrence, or trend, often one that is not fully understood or is unusual. Sentence: the aurora borealis is a natural phenomenon that attracts many tourists. Synonyms: occurrence, event, happening, anomaly, manifestation. Plethora: a large or excessive amount of something. Sentence: there was a plethora of snacks at the party, enough to feed an entire battalion. Synonyms: overabundance, many, tons, surplus, but especially when it causes problems. Plummet: to fall or drop suddenly and steeply, often used to describe a rapid decrease. Sentence: after the unexpected cyber attack, unit morale began to plummet. Synonyms: fall, drop, tumble, sink, descend, cascade, nosedive, decline. Polarizing: a person, idea, action, or event that causes strong division, usually into two opposing sides. Sentence: his speech on the new policy was polarizing, sparking heated debate across the company. Synonyms: contentious, divisive, controversial, split, sever off. Prestige: widespread respect and admiration felt for someone or something on the basis of a perception of their achievement or quality. Sentence: the company has gained a lot of prestige in the industry. Synonyms: status, standing, reputation, fame, distinction. Pretentious: someone that tries to appear more important, intelligent, or accomplished than they really are. Sentence: the man in my business seminar is so pretentious, every time he speaks, he sounds like he's a walking dictionary. Synonyms: ostentatious, bombastic, arrogant, show off, pompous, conceited, boastful, tumescent, metaphorically. Procurement: the process of obtaining goods, services, or equipment. Sentence: the company's procurement department is responsible for sourcing raw materials. Synonyms: acquisition, purchase, ordering, commissioning, secure something. Promptness: the quality of acting without delay. Sentence: her promptness in replying to emails helped the team stay organized and on schedule. Synonyms: punctuality, quickness, speed, readiness, timeliness. Prudent: showing good judgment, caution, or foresight, especially when making decisions. Sentence: it is prudent to review the contract carefully before signing. Synonyms: wise, judicious, sensible, advisable. Okay, now let's go back to the beginning. Oblige: help, assist, apply, acquiesce, accommodate, yield, depending on the tone. Obsess: fixate, worry, fret, ruminate, overthink, gross. Obstinate: stubborn, headstrong, intransigent, unrelenting, pig-headed, informal, fixed. Omen: sign, warning, signal, clue, portent, augury. ostracize, exclude, shun, boycott, reject, isolate, banish, alienate, blacklist, boycott. Ouster, removal, dismissal, firing, displacement, expulsion. Overture, offer, proposal, approach, initiative, gesture, prelude. Paltry, meager, scant, trivial, negligent, poor, insignificant. Patronize, condescend, humiliate, belittle, talk down to, demean. Perilous, dangerous, risky, full of peril, menacing, precarious. Petrify, terrify, frighten, scare, shock, transfix, stupefy. Phenomenon, occurrence, event, happening, anomaly, manifestation. Plethora, overabundance, many, tons, surplus, glut, especially when it causes problems. Plummet, fall, drop, tumble, sink, descend, cascade, nosedive, decline. Polarizing, contentious, divisive, controversial, split, sever off. Prestige, status, standing, reputation, fame, distinction. Pretentious, ostentatious, bombastic, arrogant, show off, pompous, conceited, boastful, messant, metaphorically. Procurement, acquisition, purchase, ordering, missioning, secure something. Promptness, punctuality, quickness, speed, readiness, timeliness. Prudent, wise, judicious, sensible, advisable. Okay, that's going to go ahead and wrap up the word knowledge for today. Like I said, just get those repetitions in, put it at a slower speed if you need to, try to answer them before I actually give those answers. And good luck on that test, guys.